All right, so today we're going to do a balancing flow and we'll actually get started standing at the top of our mat. So you can find your way to a standing position. Feet can be about hip distance or your big toes can touch. Close your eyes. And just take a second here to notice how you stand. So if you need to shift a little forward and back, toes to heels or side to side, foot to foot. Notice how your legs feel. You're grounded, rooted into the earth. Notice your core, see if you can lift your belly button. Relax your shoulders. And lift up through the top of your head, so stand nice and tall. Notice your breath. And start to breathe in and out of your nose. Let your breath become really full, really deep. And you can activate Ujjayi breath, so you can hear it in the back of your throat. It's almost like you're making a ha sound with your lips sealed. So our breath will really help with our balance today. So try and maintain this steady, constant breath as we practice. And each time we take a little moment to pause, you can check back in, notice your stance, notice your breath. Maybe notice where your mind is and come back to your breath. Really nice. Gently blink your eyes open, reach your arms to the sky, stand up tall. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Nice flat back, navel engages to your spine. Lift halfway up, breathe in, shoulders move out of your ears. And we'll exhale, just fold, relax down, head and neck toward the ground. Back to standing, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. 2 more times like that, half sun salutes. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, nice and slow. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, release down. Back to standing, arms float high, inhale. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. One more, maybe close your eyes, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, release it down. Rise to standing, arms reach high. Palms together in front of your heart. So good. Inhale to a chair pose, sit nice and low. You can keep your feet as wide as they are or bring your big toes together to touch if that's comfortable. Really engage navel to spine, drop your tailbone and relax your shoulders out of your ears. Nice. Bring your hands to your heart and shift your weight toward your left foot. See if you can hover your right foot off the ground, but stay nice and low with your hips. Keep breathing. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release your hands down, release your foot down. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back and drop your right knee all the way down to the earth. Arms to the sky for a modified crescent. Breathe in. And then exhale, sink a little deeper into your hips, lift your belly button, relax your shoulders. Try and send your right hip forward, your left hip back. Nice. One more big inhale here. Exhale, release your hands down. Tuck your back toes, and you're going to send your left leg to the sky for a down dog split. So lift your right knee, left leg floats up. Nice. Squeeze your inner thighs so your toes point down. Engage your core, look forward to your hands, and just play with floating your right hand off your mat. So maybe it's just for a moment. Maybe you can hover it there. Awesome. If you can hold it there and it's easy, you can look back to your toes, or you can even bend your knee and find your foot with your hand. Wherever you go, keep breathing. It's totally cool if you fall, so challenge your balance a little bit. Release your foot if you have it. Hand down, foot down. Shift forward to a high plank, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga all the way to your belly. 3 little cobras. Hands stay by your shoulders, lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. So good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And on this last one, maybe hover your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Beautiful. Exhale, release it down. Press to child's pose, hips to heels. And take a couple breaths here. Forehead relaxes down to the ground. Send a lot of breath into your low back and your shoulders. You can sway side to side on your forehead. Inhale to tabletop, hands and knees. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Any movement you like here, pedal out, move side to side. Let's take a really big breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Make some noise. So good. One more. Breathe in. Make some noise. Let it out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and you're going to try 3 hops toward a handstand. So it may not even be close today. You're going to think of kicking your butt over your shoulders and your feet to your butt. It's kind of like a little donkey kick. Yeah, engage your core, press into your fingers. Maybe you can hover. 3rd one, land at the top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lifts, breathe in, long spine. Fold, exhale, relax it all down. Rise to standing, reach your arms to the sky, breathe in. Palms together in front of your heart, breathe out. Back to your chair pose. Breath sounds so good. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, hands to your heart. Press into your right foot and hover your left this time. See how low you can get. Strong core, strong legs. Keep breathing. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale, release your foot, forward fold. Halfway lifts, breathe in. Hands down as you exhale, step your left foot back and drop your knee down to your mat. Arms to the sky, modified crescent, breathe in. And sink into your hips, relax your shoulders, breathe out. So as you move today, if you notice any spots that are really tight, think of sending your breath there to open up more space, to bring more awareness. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and send your right leg to the sky, down dog splits. And then just like you did on the other side, drop your toes so they point down. You might be able to see all 5 toes on your belly. Look forward and try to float your left hand off your mat, maybe just for a moment. Maybe that's pretty easy. You can look back or bend your knee, find your foot, keep breathing. Notice where you can engage a little bit more. Nice, Mary. Hand down, foot down, downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank, breathe in. Exhale, lower just halfway, chaturanga, elbows hug your rib like a tricep push-up. Up dog, inhale, slide your heart forward, shoulders back. And as you exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Stick out your tongue, let it out through your mouth. Nice, one more, breathe in. Stick out your tongue, let it out. Back to your ujjayi breath, seal your lips. And one more time, we'll try those little hops toward a handstand. So as you inhale, bend your knees, look forward. As you exhale, think of kicking your feet to your butt and launching your butt over your hands. Keep breathing. Last one, land at the top of your mat. Beautiful. Lift it halfway up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise to standing, arms to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. So similar, we'll add on a little bit. Sit into your chair, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center, hover your right foot. Take a breath in and out here, maybe go deeper into your legs. And we'll inhale to one-legged tadasana. Stand tall, arms to the sky. Hold here, lift your belly button, relax your shoulders, keep breathing. Take one more inhale. Exhale to warrior three. Kick your foot back, send your chest forward. Hands can go wherever you like them, to heart center, out wide, or straight out in front. And then drop your right hip like you did in your down dog splits. Yes, nice. Lift your belly button, lift your chest. Breathe for two. And one more inhale. Exhale, hands down, take a big step back with your right foot. Plant your right palm, take your left arm to the sky. Find a little twist. You can always drop your back knee. Keep breathing. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale, side plank on the outside edge of your right foot or right knee. So you can keep your hand lifted as you transition, or you can always release your hand down. Beautiful. Flex your toes, lift your hips, think of a rainbow shape through your side body. Breathe a little louder. One more inhale. Exhale, release, either through vinyasa or straight back to down dog. So your choice. Deep breath in through your nose. Flutter your lips like a horse, let it out. Oh yeah, one more, breathe in. Let it out. Nice, reset. Bend your knees, inhale, look forward. 3 more hops toward handstand, see if you can hover it. Think a lot of butt, your legs will follow, I promise. Maybe legs to the sky, one more. Yes. Forward fold, top of your mat if you're not yet there. Awesome. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Fold, release, sit down. All the way to standing, arms reach to the sky. Inhale. Palms together in front of your heart. Exhale. Chair pose, get low, breathe in. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Hover your left foot. Full breath in and out, nice and deep. Beautiful. One-legged tadasana, stand tall, arms to the sky. Hold here. Big breath in. Warrior three, as you exhale, send your left foot back, your chest forward. So eventually your chest and leg become parallel to the ground. Arms can be wherever it's comfortable. Drop your left hip. Yep, squeeze your inner thighs, lift your belly button. Imagine little elves are pulling you in all directions. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps to the back of your mat. Plant your left palm, reach your right arm to the sky, find a twist. Move your shoulders out of your ears, open up. One more inhale. Side plank as you exhale, outside edge of your left foot or left knee to your mat. You can stack your legs, you can float a foot. Really lift your hips, use your fingers to dig into the mat so you're not dumping into your wrist. Breathe a little louder, you got this. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Through vinyasa, your chaturanga up dog or straight back to downward facing dog. Spread your feet out nice and wide so they come to the edges of your mat. Bring your right hand somewhere in your left leg. So if you need to walk your hands a little closer to your feet, that's cool. Find a twist. Yeah, and if that's enough, you can stay here. If you want to play with a little bit more of a balance challenge, you can try and float your right foot off your mat, extend behind you. So move slowly, nicely. Breathe, 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 yes. And then switch sides. Left hand to your right leg, or whichever side you didn't do. Find your twist. You might just stay here, enjoy the nice twist through your spine, ring it out. Or you may play with floating your left foot off the ground, extend it behind you. And release. Release your hands. Keep your feet nice and wide. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. You can either hop through your handstand, think of a straddle handstand, so legs really wide, they take up space. We're gonna hop straight into malasana. Feet come outside your wrists into a little squat. Whichever way you want to get there is totally cool. Yeah. Excellent. When you find your squat, feel free to move around. Get into your hips, your low back a little bit. You can use your elbows to open up your knees. You can always sit on a block. So if this is really uncomfortable, feel free to grab your block. So this is option one. Option two, you're going to play with crow pose, bakasana. Hands come down. Knees climb into your triceps. Hug your elbows in. Make a shelf like chaturanga arms. look forward and play with floating your feet off the ground. If you know Bakasana and you want to try to take it to a one-legged Bakasana, you press a lot into one knee and see if you can extend the other leg behind you. If that sounds crazy, it probably is, so don't do it. And if you try it with one leg, try it with the other. No rush at all. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So if you want to come back to your squat, you can do that. If you want to hop back through chaturanga, you can transition like that. And take any movements you like in downward facing dog. Notice how your body feels. Notice what you're thinking about and where your breath is. Shift forward to a plank, breathe in. Lower all the way onto your belly, chaturanga, to your mat. Nice. Bring both arms straight out in front and extend your legs behind you. And you're going to think of lifting your hands and feet off the ground so that just your hip bones or somewhere on your low belly touches your mat. Yeah, move your shoulders out of your ears. Let's see if we can swim. So flutter your hands, your feet. Maybe a little higher, maybe a little faster. Engage your core. See if you can lift your belly button off your mat. Extra challenge. One more inhale, a little higher. And exhale, release it down. Press back to child's pose. So hips to heels, knees can be wide or together. Let your forehead relax down. Let your breath get louder again. On your next inhale, come to a tabletop, hands and knees. And then draw your knees together so that they touch. Extend your right leg straight back behind you as if you're stamping your foot into a wall, and try to float your left arm out in front. See if you can really lift your belly button, keep your hips stable and flat on your low back. And if you want a little bit more, you can bend your knee, reach back to find your foot. If you want an extra balance challenge, see if you can look over your left shoulder and try and find your toes with your gaze. Keep breathing. Release your foot if you have it. We'll all extend forward and back. Big breath in. Exhale, release it down. Switch sides. So your left leg goes back, your right arm goes forward. Again, lift your belly button, your chest. Think of stretching long, engaging back and core muscles. And then you can either stay here or bend your knee, find your foot. And if you did so on the other side, look over your right shoulder to challenge your balance a little bit more. Keep breathing. So good. Release your foot. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take it down to the ground. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. So you can always flow through the handstand hop-ups we've been doing. Otherwise, just step or hop up. We'll inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, find your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, release it down. Rise to standing, reach your arms to the sky. Palms together in front of your heart. Take a second here to close your eyes. Notice again your stance, what's happening with your feet, where your weight is shifting, your legs, your core, your shoulders. And then gently blink your eyes open. Shift your weight to your left foot and bring your right foot up for a tree pose. So it could be inside your ankle with your toes on the ground. Come to your calf or come up to your thigh. Just watch your knee joint. And notice if your right hip wants to hike up. See if you can drop it down. Yeah, perfect. Hands can stay at your heart or they can reach up to the sky. For an extra challenge, you can try looking up or closing your eyes. And it's totally okay to fall out of this. So where are you pushing your limits? Where can you engage more? Breathe deeper. Hands to your heart if they're floating up. Extend your right leg in front. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cross your ankle over your left thigh, figure four. So send your butt back like chair pose. Get as low as you can. This is option one. Option two, arms extend out in front. Your belly comes toward your thigh or shin. Option three, hands to your ankle. Find a little balance there. Or take it into an arm balance, maybe a flying pigeon, Ekapada Galavasana. Palms go flat. You're making a shelf with your triceps for your shin. You look way forward, press into your fingers to float your left leg. Yes, breathe, breathe, breathe. If you're in the arm balance, gently come back. We're all gonna slide right ankle down your left leg. So you're in a forward fold with your ankles crossed, hands come down to the ground. Feel free to use blocks or bend your knees a lot. Nod your head, yes, breathe in. And shake your head, no, breathe it out. One more time, inhale, nod, yes. Exhale, shake it out, no. And then you're gonna take your weight to your right toes, crawl your fingers a little forward and let your left leg float up to the sky for a standing splits. So just like we did in down dog splits in your warrior three, try to drop your left hip in line with your right. Your foot will probably not go as high, yep. If you want more balance, hands can come to your ankle or calf. Keep breathing. So good. We're gonna do a funky transition here. So really engage your navel to your spine. Hands come to the ground if they're on your ankle. And then crawl your fingers a little bit forward. We're gonna open up toward a half moon. So now your hip can open. You're gonna start to stack your left arm over your right, left shoulder over your right, and left hip over your right. So it can be helpful here to use your block underneath your right fingertips. So you have a little bit more space. Imagine there's a wall behind you, and again, feel free to fall, right? Test your balance. Where can you go a little bit further? Where can you extend a little bit more? One more big breath in. Exhale, big step back to a warrior two. We can always adjust when we get there. So good. Front heel in line with back heel or back arch. Nice deep lunge. Relax your shoulders. One more breath here. Inhale, reverse warrior, legs stay the same. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down around your right foot and then carry your right foot to a down dog splits. Big breath in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, and take any movements that feel good. You might stay here. You might flip it over for a wild thing, draw some circles in your hip, bend and straighten. If you flip, you can take circles in your arm, get into your shoulder. Just don't kick your neighbor. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog. If you want a vinyasa to reset, you can take one. Right foot can stay floating for Ekapada Chaturanga. Really nice. Find your breath again. Bend your knees, breathe in, look forward. Step or float or fly to the top of your mat. Exhale. Long spine, inhale, come halfway up. Fold, release it down. Reach your arms to the sky, breathe in, stand tall. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. Again, close your eyes. Do what you need to reset. If you need to adjust your clothing, your stance, adjust where your mind is or what your breath is like. Blink your eyes open. Weight shifts to your right foot, left foot comes up for tree. Same options. It can stay really low or it can come all the way as high as your thigh. Yeah, notice your hips. Drop your left hip down. Hands can reach up to the sky. You can look up or even close your eyes for more challenge. Bring your hands to your heart if they're lifted. Extend your left leg in front, take a big breath in. Exhale, cross your ankle over your right thigh, send your hips back for a figure four and get as low as you can go. So you might stay here, really flex your toes, protect your knee. Arms can reach in front or hands can even come to your ankle. Little extra balance challenge, or if you want to fly into an arm balance, palms come flat. Flying pigeon, lean forward, make a shelf with your tricep. Yes, look forward, your right foot might just float. If you took the arm balance, come back to your figure four. We'll all slide left ankle down your right leg. Again, find your forward fold, ankles crossed, left over right. Bend your knees as much as you need or use blocks, and gently nod your head, yes. Inhale, shake your head, no. Exhale. One more time. Weight to your left toes, fingers come out in front just a bit. Let your right foot float up to the sky for standing splits. So again, we'll start with our hips closed. Make sure your toes are pointing down, right hip drops. So nice adjustments there. Hands to your ankle or calf for balance. Keep breathing just as strongly. Yes, and then release your hands down if they're on your ankles. Start to crawl your fingers forward. Think of your spine getting longer. Reach out through your foot and open it up toward your half moon. So stack your hips over your hips and shoulders, right side over your left. Grow a little longer, like there's little elves pulling you in all directions. Lift your belly button. One more big breath in. Gently find your way back to a warrior two. Big step to the back of your mat, and then feel free to adjust, reposition. Make sure you can see your big toe, and that your ankle is not going past your toes, or your knee's not going past your toes, it's right above your ankle. Couple breaths here. Keep your legs the same. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame your left foot, and then carry it up to the sky for down dog splits. Breathe in. Open up your hip, you can bend your knee, move around. Wild thing, or find some circles, some movements that feel good. If you flip for wild thing, feel free to move through your arm, get into your shoulder. Maybe some movements in the opposite direction. We'll meet in down dog, however you like to get there. Bend your knees, breathe in, look forward. Step or hop to your hands, exhale. Halfway lift, find lots of length. Fold, release it down. Stand tall, arms to the sky, breathe in. Palms together in front of your heart, breathe out. We'll take dancers right and left. So we'll start by shifting our weight to our left foot. Take your right foot back and find the inside of your foot so your thumb comes to your big toe. And your elbow crease is pointing sideways. I like to start with my left arm up, but whatever feels good for you, you can stay here or kick back as you reach out and up. Think of equal and opposite energy to find that balance. Yes, breathe. Keep dropping your right hip. One more big inhale. Exhale, gently release out of it. Shake out your legs, take any wiggles that feel good. We'll take it directly to the other side. So weight to your right foot, kick your left foot back. Reach your right arm to the sky. Find your center, really engage. And then as you're ready, kick back as much as you reach up and forward. Breathe a little deeper. One more inhale. Exhale, release back to standing. Same thing, shake it out, wiggle. You guys are almost there. Hands to your heart. We'll come onto our tippy toes as you inhale. So imagine someone's pulling a string at the top of your head up to the sky. See if you can keep your heels lifted, and as you exhale, start to drive down with your tailbone toward a squat as low as you can go in your breath out. A couple of times like that. We're gonna inhale, lift up. Doesn't matter if you're moving at the same pace. And exhale, lower down. One more, breathe in. Breathe out, take it all the way to a squat. There will probably be some snap, crackle, pops. It's all good. Nice. Engage navel to spine, relax your shoulders. Balance here, maybe even close your eyes. One more breath in, and gently find your way to a seat, bottom to the ground. We'll take a boat pose, so feet stay out in front. You can float one foot and then the other. Keep your hands behind your legs if that's comfortable. Really lift your belly button. Relax your shoulders. Arms can go wide, or even your legs can go straight and arms can reach to the sky if you want a lot more. Keep breathing. If you're shaking, it's working. Big inhale. Exhale, release it down. Feet in front of you, hands behind you for reverse table. So I like my fingertips pointing to my butt, but if that's not comfortable, you can turn your hands pointing back. Press down to lift up and see if you can get your hips as high as your shoulders, your knees. Maybe relax your head back if that's okay on your neck. Send breath into your belly, into your chest, your shoulders. Another inhale, lift a little higher. Beautiful. Exhale, release it down. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees go out wide for Baddha Konasana. Sit up tall, breathe in. And exhale, lean forward. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Keep your spine nice and long. And of course, keep breathing. Gently lift yourself back up. Come back to your boat pose, so draw your knees in, float your feet, and then we'll lower to a half boat. So your legs and your chest extend down toward the ground. If at any point you need to release, you can. See if you can bring your right leg to the sky. Keep lifting and bring your hands over to the right. Keep breathing. We're all shaking. Inhale, come back to center boat. Exhale, lower back down to your half, and then extend your left leg up to the sky, hands to your left. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, lift it up, and exhale, lower all the way onto your back. Reach your arms over your head. Take a huge breath in through your nose. Stick out your tongue, let it out through your mouth. Nice, one more, breathe in. Stick out your tongue, let it out. Hands by your side, feet to the mat, knees to the sky for a bridge pose. You have blocks, so if you want to take this into more of a restorative bridge, you're welcome to slide a block underneath your sacrum. Otherwise, hands come to your heels. Find your heels with your fingertips. And then press down through your feet and your hands to lift your hips. Palms can stay flat or interlace underneath you for more of a chest opener. Get into your shoulders a little bit. And really stretch out your belly. All those deep core muscles you've been working through these balancing poses. One more breath in. Slowly release. You can stay with the block underneath you if you're there, or come all the way onto your back. And then if you're done, hang out. If you want one more, you can do one more bridge, or you can take a full wheel. So for a full wheel, similar setup, hands come by your ears, fingers point to your shoulders, and you press all the way up into a full bridge. Yeah, see if you can send your chest in the direction that you're looking. Your fingers are slipping, huh? Yeah. You can hold on to my ankles. Let's try that. And then hug your elbows in and go up just like you normally would. Yeah, press into my feet. There you go.
Oh, wow.
It's less on the wrists. Nice, breathe. When you've had enough back bending, tuck your chin into your chest and lower down slowly. Draw your knees in, give your low back a little rest. Release, you can rock side to side or forward and back. And then take all those last poses that you like before Savasana. So if it's a twist, find a twist. Happy baby, take a happy baby. A headstand or a shoulder stand if you want to do an inversion, a little more balance. So always check in with your body, make sure you're moving within your comfort zone, your safety, so you're protecting yourself. And also getting that challenge, that extra stretch that you need. And when you've had enough, we'll release to Savasana. It can look like anything, be on your back, be on your belly, or on your side. The goal is to find a sense of release, rest, relaxation. And take a second here, one last time, check in. How do you feel physically? What are you thinking about? And what's your breath like? It can become really natural now, automatic, nice and light. Let go of any last sense of control. And just allow yourself to be here, present and peaceful. You can always hang out here a little bit longer. If you feel ready, let your breath get a little deeper. And take any movements or wiggles in your fingers and your toes to wake up your body. Reach your arms over your head, get a nice long stretch in. And with your eyes closed, slowly come up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll just take a second here, sit up a little bit taller. See if you can carry this sense of connection, of union, engagement to your core, your center, not just physically but mentally, as you go about the rest of your day. Palms together in front of your heart. And we'll gently bow our heads. Namaste.
Namaste.
Nice job. Thanks, guys. You feel okay? Not too sweaty? Good.
I think I know a serious